Hey, what's up with this contract, Bill Burr? You emailed this to everyone last night.
Oh, this is just a cute little contract that this guy who's up on, allegedly, is,
boy, Bill.
is up on some sort of child abuse, sexual assault.
All right, who is
charges.
Let me just preface that.
Yeah, a little
At least on this show, right?
Rat.
And
full of rats. Even
on
the
the
kids.
on the Smoking Gun, they had his contract that I guess he had his wife sign if she was actually going to be his wife. It's called a contract of wifely expectations.
All right, now what is the problem with this?
I failed to see the problem. I just want to, give this guy, to have the balls to actually write this up. I don't know what the fuck he said to his wife to get her to sign this shit.
Did she sign it?
I have no idea. I mean, the guy was married, I
There's
think.
spaces where she has to initial after every paragraph. Every point
You know what? I have to
made.
be honest here. My girl fucking sent me this shit. I read the first paragraph and a half, and I'm like, this is a fucking home run. I didn't read the rest of it. But I just...
Because I'm thinking the other way. I'm thinking this could be one of those joke emails that you just send to your buddies at the office.
No,
This
it's
was
on
on
the Smoking
it's on
Gun.
the Smoking Gun.
They're pretty good.
So there's some credibility behind this.
Yeah, they
huh?
don't.
Jim, they're pretty good over there, right?
Yeah, they have a pretty good track record.
Because this almost looks like the same shit as, like, why chocolate is better than men.
No, this guy looks like a guy that was having some issues with a wife and figures to let me lay down the law in a contract form.
Incidentally, this is true. I've read a contract like this that was signed by Carla Homolka. Paul Bernardo had her sign a contract like this. It was in a book. It was very similar in nature. Yeah, like when you bring me a drink, you will bring it quickly and happily. It was like that exact type of contract, and it was
So these are just common sense things that they decided to write down.
Well, a lot of times what will happen is, and I hope I don't come off as being sexist, but the hole that you've dragged in to ruin your life won't exactly get it, so you have to jot down a few things to keep her on the straight and narrow.
Hey, we got to back up 1 second here. Brian in West Virginia.
Hey, why is Jimmy getting away with that two-turtle joke?
It wasn't a great joke, but it was a reference from something, sir.
Sir, if I thought he actually uttered that out as a true joke, I would have laid into him. I understand he was making a Rocky joke, and
yeah, it's a reference to Rocky.
Very funny.
Yes. It wasn't like a real punchline. So I wasn't like I thought of like two words that go together: shirt and collar. No, cuff and
Cuff and link. And Jimmy has come up with some very funny Rocky jokes about the miscarriage in the pet store. So he has he gets a gimme on the cuff and link.
But it wasn't the miscarriage. Fucking kid came out with a 30-year-old man's head of hair. He had Eric Logan hair when he was
That's
born.
right. It wasn't a miscarriage.
Baby.
It was almost.
It should have been.
Paulie almost gave her that miscarriage.
Yeah.
Coming yelling at her.
She falls on bird feed. Fucking.
First, she's lugging around a big thing of dog food, ready to drop a kid.
Yeah, he's bouncing a rubber ball. Stupid dago.
Comes in yelling. Some wop.
All right, so back to this contract.
What about me? Shut up.
Yeah, you're wrong. Friends don't know. That was in 3 when he got stylish.
Yeah.
He's good.
All right, contract of wifely expectations. It says, for purpose of clarification, you and any form of it will refer to...
Whatever her
That's
name
her
is.
name.
Oh, her name.
Blank Fry.
I and any form of it will refer to Travis
Fry.
Yeah. Fray.
Fry.
Whatever the guy's name is.
So it starts off with the hygiene.
Hygiene and self-care.
This is what he expects.
And she had to initial this. You will shave every third day, which includes underarms, chest.
She probably had nipple hair and he hated it.
Oh. What is that third word there?
Legs.
Oh,
Legs.
legs. You know, what every girl shaves. Legs and pubic area, navel to anus, in parentheses. All areas are to be completely clean-shaven. Above your vaginal slit, you may have a patch of pubic hair in any shape that must be centered above your vaginal slit. It must measure no greater than 2 inches by 1 inch and will maintain a hair length of less than 1/3 of an inch.
How do you not love this guy?
Please initial here.
There's not a guy in the country that wouldn't have loved to have the courage to give this to his awful wife.
Yeah, if you're
Wow.
lucky, maybe a Valentine's Day, your birthday's coming up, maybe once every couple of years, you did something right, and she'll do this. This guy is expecting this every third day.
Isn't this the old head of the household bit from the Honeymooners? Didn't Ralph try to give Alice this contract? Alice, Shave that box. Clothes and other apparel.
All right.
You will wear only thigh-high...
Thigh highs.
thigh highs, garters, and only thong panties. The only exception will be during your menstrual cycle, at which time you could wear either or both. Oh, either or both. Mm-hmm. Half of your shoe purchases will be high heels 2 inches or more. You will then wear high heels more often. You will give me all non-thong panties and all pantyhose, all tights, all knee-high and or ankle-high nylons. You will be able to keep 5 pair of non-thong panties of your choice for use during your menstrual cycle. Initial heat.
What is fucking wrong with this?
I gotta call Bravo Sierra. Come on. Is this real?
This guy wrote this contract for his wife.
I'm telling you, they must have had. I'm gonna go out on a limb, kind of like Paul and Carla had some weird dom sub like thing where she might have even been turned on by this complete.
Really?
Yes. Like,
well, this guy is on the smoking gun because of some kind of charges.
I don't know actually.
It's allegedly, isn't it?
It's
Here's the story right
all
here.
right, Opie's got the story. Thank you, Travis, for flailing wildly, and it's completely distracting me and giving me zero information. Thank you for that.
A Council Bluffs man is accused of kidnapping his own wife, and prosecutors allege he devised a marriage contract to establish what his wife was to do and when she was to do it. Mm-hmm. Travis Fry, or Frey, 33, is accused, among other things, of giving his wife chances to win good behavior days.
That's fantastic.
We have to read every word
You know
of
what
this
this
contract
is?
now.
This is just, they started off doing a little role playing.
Yeah.
They didn't have a safety word.
Yeah, and this is where it went.
When she was saying, get me out of the trunk, it was just making his dick stiffer. And she didn't realize that he was serious.
You know what's hotter than having one of those scenarios with a safety word is keeping it going even while she screams the safety word. Hotter for the guy.
green apples, green apples.
Yeah.
Putting your
Take it, bitch.
That's our safety word. Fuck you. There is no safety word.
You're choking her, fucking her ass. She's trying to yell green apples. She starts yelling Macintosh, Red Delicious. Green apple, green apple.
Choke on it. I said this guy was up on child molestation charges. That was my fault.
Well, here's the rest of the story.
Well,
According to
there
court
is-
records, Fry's wife told police her husband tied her to their bed with a rope and sexually assaulted her at least 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Fry's wife also provided police with an alleged marriage contract, which was entitled Contract of Wifely Expectations, which we have in front of us here. In it, Fry allegedly gave his wife chances to earn good behavior days, or GBDs, by complying with certain demands such as hygiene and self-care. You will shave every 3rd day. The contract states you will be naked within 20 minutes of the kids being in bed. We haven't gotten to that part
That's
yet.
in sleepwear and sleeping. Don't ruin it.
All right, the document spells out how many points can be earned by performing certain sex acts.
Uh-huh.
Wow, sit down and get comfortable, kids. We got to read every word of this contract.
You know what's funny is beer commercials have this exact same theme, like, the guy fantasy.
Right.
There's always like some the chick's always dressed like a fucking cheerleader.
She's dressed like a cheerleader or the little French maid, and she's signing this with a smile on her face.
Yeah, this guy's just trying to make it happen. He had a dream, and it's not contract of wifely demands; it's expectations.
This is to be expected of her.
All right, let's get to sleepwear and sleeping.
Sleepwear and sleeping.
Yeah.
And if I stammer through a little of this, it's because
It's
the
really hard
copy
to
we
read.
have is a little, the
thought
font is small
I thought
and
you were
it's
still doing your
smeared.
Paula Abdul impression.
Yeah, yeah. When we are at home and alone as a family, you will be naked within 20 minutes of the kids being in bed, and then sleep naked unless otherwise instructed. If I am not home when the kids go to bed, you are still to be naked before I return home. The only exception will be during, of course, your menstrual cycle. When we are not at home and not alone as a family, you will try to ensure that we sleep together. If we do sleep together, you will sleep naked. I will make exceptions for sleepwear, but only if you do not ask for them. It's under his own discretion.
Absolutely.
Exception will be given based on how well you follow this contract in its entirety. If we do not sleep together, your sleepwear must conform to the standards for expectations.
Exceptions, Anthony. This
I'm
is a
sorry.
contract. Don't make it up.
You know something? It's very hard. It's very smeared.
This is
So
legally
point it out.
binding.
When
Exceptions.
exceptions are given, the following is acceptable and is your choice. T-shirts, pajama tops, or gowns as long as the overall length is not past your knees. Panties, any type, can be worn also. Absolutely no bottoms, shorts, pajama pants, or full gowns can be worn. Panties, any type, can be worn also. Absolutely no bottoms, shorts, pajama pants, or full gowns can be worn. When we are in bed together, I can cuddle, spoon, hold, or touch you in any way as long as it does not excessively disruptive to your sleep.
Do you know how hard his cock was writing this?
Yeah.
Do you understand the fucking masturbatory fantasies that were being fueled by writing this?
So this guy's saying he can cuddle and touch her as long as it does not excessively disrupt your sleep? Is he throwing her a bone there?
I guess.
Yeah, he's actually showing that he's,
Like, hey, I
he
can
has
touch
another
you and
side.
stuff, but if it disturbs your sleep, I'll back off.
Right.
Let's go to Spike in Chicago. Spike?
Hey guys,
Hey.
Jimmy's right. This is in some circles, like Dom sub circles, this is a slave contract.
Oh, yeah?
But they're a married couple?
Yeah, they're married.
Sure, married couples, non-married couples, they'll write up contracts stipulating everything from what they have to do in bed to what they have to wear and how they give oral sex, all that kind of stuff.
There's so much I just don't know about out there.
Believe me, I'm rifling through thoughts to put down for a contract of my own. I love this idea.
All right, Spike, thank you. Let's go to Charles in Delaware. Charles?
Hey, question. Hey, good morning.
Hi, Charles.
Hey, man, can you speculate? What do you think would be a max hardcore's marriage contract, Jimmy?
Jesus, I don't know. You will wear a septic tank on your head. You will not cry when I bring back memories from when you were 4. Yeah, awful stuff.
I'm digging my time.
All right, let's get back to the contract of wifely expectations.
Here's my time. When we are at home and alone as a family, from when you are to be naked until 12... Do you know if that's p.m. or a.m.?
A.m.
Until 12 a.m.
They go to bed early, it looks like, because they got the kids and stuff.
Yeah. Or for 3 hours, whichever is later, will be my time.
Oh, no.
This time will be time you will devote solely to me, whereas you will be in my service to do, and underlined, anything and everything I want, which may or may not be sexual in manner. When we are not home or not alone as a family, my time will be modified as follows. You will have your clothes, you will be able to speak openly, and you won't have to perform anything sexual before we are in bed. However, all other rules still apply.
Of course they do.
But if this is your time, isn't it really our time?
Dude, this guy is setting himself up for the greatest fucking marriage ever.
Oh, he's trying.
Absolutely.
I'm really trying to find something in here that I disagree with.
Now there's like a sub-little thing he spells out. During my time, you will and will not. There's wills and will nots.
Let's hear the will nots first.
The will nots. During my time, you will not argue about anything with me or to me. That is...
That should be in every contract.
This guy's a pimp.
He really is.
You will not complain about anything to me or about me. You will not cry, sob, whine, or pout.
Oh.
You will not sigh, moan,
bulk,
or otherwise show displeasure or unhappiness.
He's saying don't be cunty.
Right.
During my time.
He's basically saying be a guy.
Yeah. You will not raise your voice at or to me. You will not be condescending to or about me. You will not ask for anything from me or of me or for me.
Right.
You will not be distracted from me by other things.
Okay.
That is like the top 10 things or 8 things that you complain about. Every guy complains about that girl.
That is amazing. This is actually in the same contract that the interns have to sign with Opie.
You asked.
During my time, now the wills come up.
Okay.
You will be subservient, submissive, and totally obedient. You will do what you are asked, when you are asked, exactly how you are asked. You will be cheerful and adoring towards me. You will be close at all times unless otherwise told to. You will perform any and all sexual acts, including anal penetration and or ingestion of cum, when told
to.
And
Does say
he should have
excluding?
put in parentheses and not necessarily in that order.
Let me see.
No?
Perform sexual. Oh, acts excluding.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You will perform any and all sexual acts, excluding anal penetration and or ingestion of cum when told to. Oh, I guess she doesn't like being fucked in the ass. Or
Is that a
so he
typo?
kind of threw her a bone. Maybe.
Maybe he just doesn't know the difference between exclude and include.
No. I here's what it is. Here's the sentence. You will perform any and all sexual acts when told to. In between the commas is excluding anal penetration and or ingestion of cum. So he's saying this. Look, with those exceptions, you're going to do anything you're told when told to. That makes perfect sense.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right, very good.
So he's saying he's not saying that he's not going to do that shit.
No, he won't fuck her in the ass and she doesn't have to drink cum.
She doesn't have to. If she wants to, that's fine.
Right, but that nullifies the whole
But
contract.
he
What's the use of
can't-
having one?
He can't force her into that.
The
She
me-
must have really put up. If she agreed to the rest of it, but put up a fight to the ass and the cum drink, wow, she must have really put up some battle.
This is like a Bob Eatman negotiation going on. All right, look.
That's all she gets is that
Right.
she's not going to get fucked up the ass or have to drink cum.
Whenever you negotiate a contract, there's always things you're willing to give up to get other things.
I think she got my divorce lawyer.
Right. So she's like, look, give me the anal and the swallowing. I don't want to
All
do
right.
that. If you give me that, then I don't have to do that. I'll give you this.
I'll give you the nude when the kids go to bed.
But he also says she's not allowed to mention his name on her show.
Oh, yes.
Can you imagine if your daughter signed? You just be like, you signed this
You
shit.
sign this?
Yeah, let's go to Tony
I
in
think you
Wisconsin.
disown her long before this contract comes across you.
Hey, Tony,
Yeah, I would just like to put in my nomination, Man of the Year.
man of the year.
Yep.
Yep.
Without a doubt, this
All right,
guy is.
We got 2 more pages to go here.
All right, good behavior. Good behavior. Since there will be no trading, negotiations, or conciliations of any kind, you are given chances to earn good behavior days, GBDs. To receive GBDs, you are to be totally compliant with everything requested or expected of you and perform everything with complete and total enthusiasm. In addition, GBDs will be given when you do things from the descriptions below when not expected. If you try to perform something not expected and I tell you no, you will receive half GBDs. Specific GBD info is listed at the bottom right of each description. Each GBD can be used to get out of doing the thing requested or expected of you for an entire day. Wow, that's a pretty good deal. With the following exceptions: birthdays, anniversaries, shaving, and sleepwear. Isn't that pretty much everything? Unless someone is staying with us or we are staying with someone, then it can be used for sleepwear also. GBDs can be redeemed any time after you receive them to the end of the next quarter. You must notify me by 12 p.m. of the day you are using a GBD or it cannot be used.
You know
This
what?
guy's got rules like a bank and
I
shit.
love him.
You know what I was just picturing? Is this guy at work and every guy's standing around the water cooler bitching about their wives?
Yeah.
And then he just pulls out this contract.
Hey guys, let me
This is how you do it.
show you how it's done, gentlemen.
Or he starts bragging. I make
Yeah.
my wife do this, and this. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
You're full of
Oh,
shit.
bullshit?
You know, yeah.
Let me show you a signed copy of this, my friend.
Yeah, subset A, paragraph 6 clearly states that there will be a shaved anus in my face at 8:19 every night, unless it's Monday Night Football.
All right, now it's the misbehavior and non-compliant
Part of the contract.
Part of the contract.
Yeah.
Misbehavior is when you complain about what is requested or expected of you, or when you try to negotiate something else instead of what was requested or expected of you. If this happens, you will lose 5 GBDs per incident.
Wow.
Wow, so you earn 1 GBD at a time, but you can lose 5. It is also misbehavior when you perform half-assed. If this happens,
If you're just calling it in.
you will lose the
If
GBDs.
you're just calling in your anal performance,
Yeah.
you're going to be docked.
So if you
She's not rubbing his balls during
Right.
the blowjob.
get
You're
this,
calling it
That
in.
was really a subpar blowjob.
yeah.
Oh,
It is
wow.
also misbehavior when you perform half-assed. If this happens, you will lose the GBDs that would have been given to you. So if you try a little extra credit to earn a GBD and you fuck it up, You don't only not get the GBDs that you would have, you lose GBDs.
And you know what's hilarious is after like the sexual act, she's like the figure skater sitting there waiting to get her scores.
All out of breath and sweating, talking to her coach.
Somebody holding her hand.
How someone gives her flowers.
Yeah.
I think we should.
Hey, you didn't rub the taint. It was a little half-assed. People throwing roses.
She's going to be disappointed with this GBD score.
People throwing roses.
She's going to be disappointed with this GBD score.
I think we should start a GBD program with the guys around here.
With the workers and interns and... Oh, how many GBDs would Iraq lose? Oh, every time something fucks up on the computer.
Oh.
There will be a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Where are we?
If it continues after the GBD are lost, then you are considered non-compliant. However, it is not misbehavior to state that there are specific situations requested or expected of you that can hurt or cause pain. Okay, so if she's going to be in pain, she can make a request that not continue, and that won't be considered misbehavior.
I think he's showing his sensitive side.
This guy
a lot
is
of
a little
courage.
too sensitive.
This guy's mushy as far as I'm concerned.
It is also not misbehavior to suggest ways to avoid those specific situations other than to propose not to do them.
Why don't you just sign over the farm, pal?
Jesus Christ. Dude started off all strong, and now in misbehavior and noncompliance, he's fucking it all. He's giving it away.
No, I'm gonna. I know what this guy's
all
doing.
right, Bill.
If he slapped this fucking thing down like 100% of everything that he wanted, that you're gonna shut the fuck up and do everything I want, she's not gonna sign it. So what he's got to do is just give her some gray area that maybe, hey, this guy's got a good heart. If I don't want to do it,
but later on,
you think during the middle of the act when this psycho's dick is standing up, he hears anything but yes?
It's going to hurt me. I suggest we do it another way. Yeah, he's going to go, oh, okay. That was paragraph what?
Yeah,
no, he's going to ram it home and say, shut up. Read paragraph 1 where it says no complaining.
Yeah.
During my
what you
time.
will not do.
Right. You are to do everything that is requested or expected of you. If you do not, you are considered non-compliant. You are also non-compliant if you start something and cannot or will not finish, even if you state that you are in pain or something hurts. All right, so once you start it, it's over, Johnny. You got to finish.
Once you let me poke the head in, it's all going
Okay,
in.
now it makes sense.
It's like a cell phone contract.
Shit.
Between the hours of 8 and 12.
This guy's a
free
genius.
nights and weekends.
How many minutes do I get?
He fucks her in the ass. It's considered roaming.
He gives her something in the one paragraph, but the very next paragraph he figures out a way to take it back. So he's a genius.
No, he doesn't. He figures out a way to stop this lying whore from making excuses. Ow, that hurts. Once she starts something and doesn't like it.
Once you start it, you have to finish.
That's
I
called
think
nipping in
Jim's
the bud.
onto something because I think the will not list of shit just cuts out all her bitching.
If you are non-compliant, then you lose 3 times the amount of GBDs you would have been given. If you don't have enough GBDs to cover the loss, then you will be tied to the bed, and I will do whatever I wish to you. This will continue every night until you are ready to be compliant, at which time you will need to apologize and explain how you are ready to be my sex slave again.
See, that's his out right there.
Yep.
All he's got to do, if she keeps bitching that she doesn't want to do something, he totally decides when she loses the GBDs. So all he's got to do is just get her balance down to 0, and he ties to the bed.
Now he
does
ties to
whatever
the bed,
fuck
does whatever, it doesn't matter. Negates everything he's given her.
But he does give her a chance to explain how she's ready to be the sex slave again, which I like because there's always room for a compromise. It's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleep time and on demand. Sleep time is from an hour after we are in bed until an hour before the alarm is set for. You are to set the alarm according and tell me what for time it's set for, you dolt. That's what it says.
Yeah.
If it happens that we are traveling or we are at an event and we are not able to be home or in bed, then sleep time will be considered 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. During this time, you are not expected to perform anything. However, at any time, I can cuddle, spoon, hold, or touch you. There are certain circumstances when you are to perform any and all requests immediately. This will, on demand, mean what I say, when I say, where I say, how I say. The circumstances are, Anytime from 20 minutes after the kids are in bed up to an hour after we are in bed. Anytime from an hour before the alarm is set to when the alarm goes off. Anytime we are alone and without the kids, 8 to 11 p.m. and 6 to 7 a.m. when traveling. So he's leaving himself every opportunity.
But you know what, dude? Like, it's funny, but I'm like reading over this with you, and there's definitely flaws in here that are probably not going to hold up legally.
Could be a couple of flaws.
Yes.
Yeah, but if you initial it, I mean, this is like a rental car contract.
You're pretty much...
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a contract when you rent a car, right? You got to
initial this. They make sure you initial
insurance.
So there's no
Has she taken the extra insurance or not?
Yeah.
On this?
Yeah.
You have to bring your asshole back full of load the same way it left, or else
They charge you extra per mile. Dressing up. For special events that we are to dress up for, when we are going to someone else's house or just the two of us are going out, your clothes must meet my approval. General rules are: panties are always optional and need not be worn. Only thigh-high and garter, no pantyhose. If you are not wearing thigh-highs and garter, then no panties. All skirts no lower than 2 inches below the knee, unless it's for church.
oh, great, he's religious.
GBD, 1 for each time that was not expected, 1 per week, only if you had to.
That makes no sense. Yeah. At this point, like Jim was saying, his dick is so fucking hard.
Engorged.
There's more typos.
He's seeing spots in front of his eye.
Lefty. His cock is hitting the bottom of the computer desk.
He started off the end of last page. He had a typo. Now sentences aren't starting to make sense. It's like when you read like a veteran's battle journal.
Right. Yeah.
He starts off. It's pretty sunny over here in Nuremberg.
Been quiet lately, missing you. And then the end is just this scroll of, my God, the death, the destruction, the bodies. Guy's got clear stuff just caked on the mouse.
He's gluing, his cock is gluing itself to the bottom of the desk just from being pounded and held and fist wrapped around it.
Because at this point, he can't believe he's going to get away with this.
No, he's looking at their wedding
this point,
photos.
He's thinking, I'm going to get away with this. This is going to happen for me.
Now he does all thing on shaving again. Shaving will be done every 3rd day and includes underarms, legs, and pubic area, navel to anus. All areas are to be completely shaven. Every Saturday, you are to use the wall clippers with a guard no greater than 1/2 an inch, and then present yourself to me for measurement checks.
Jesus, this guy has he has an endorsement deal.
Yeah. Toe jam, clip him.
Above your vaginal slit, you can have a rectangular patch.
His hair allowed in the asshole. Why? Because I'm too hairy, sir.
Is that a hair on your anus?
Go ahead and shave it. They're paying for it.
yeah. She's shaving it. You fuck it.
She gets her menstruation. What is your major malfunction?
Above your vaginal slit, you can have 1, a rectangular patch that must have be centered above your vaginal slit. It will have a length of no greater than 3/4 of an inch of length of your vaginal slit, no wider than 1 inch.
1 inch.
Number 2, any other shape or design that is centered above your vaginal slit with an area no greater than that of an equilateral triangle with the height of 3/4 of the length of your vaginal slit, or 3, comply with the total clean shaven, regardless of which choice of shave. Non-compliance is based on a number 2 rate.
Of course it is. Why would he even write that?
And
so
he
obvious?
has his GBD points, but we don't have to get into that.
Just legally, you got to cover yourself.
Sleepwear.
Yeah. Sleepwear. I will select your sleepwear for you, and you will find it under your pillow. If there is none when you, then you are to be naked.
Dude, this guy, I'm sorry to interrupt. This guy's like a control freak.
No,
let's read the rest of it before we make a conclusion like that, Jimmy. The guy, he's organized. I think he's
exactly leaves no detail.
Right. Why leave it open for some broad to make decisions for herself, make you unhappy?
That's true. He's basically like Felix Unger if he were a rapist.
Right. You are to have your sleepwear on within 20 minutes after the kids are in bed. This pertains to any time we are alone as a family, whether or not I am home or in bed with you, and whether or not we are at home. You are to have your sleepwear on within 20 minutes? I thought
Do it again.
she was supposed to be
so,
naked.
He's so fueled up right now.
It's coming
She's
out of his
supposed to be
balls
naked
right
if he
now.
didn't leave anything for her to wear.
These are under the circumstances if it's under a
Her
pillow.
sleepwear is under the pillow.
Yeah.
If it's nothing under the pillow,
Right.
then it's naked night.
Dude, he has to stop jerking every 3 minutes because
I
he's going
know.
to splooge.
He is just
you
ready
wait-
to pop.
He's just
You wait
working
till you
it.
get to the last page.
If
You
there is-
respond to cunt. It's like frothing at the mouth.
if
You
there is-
respond to cunt. It's like frothing at the mouth.
if there is someone else staying with us, or we are staying with someone else, that then you are to be naked at the time we go to bed, regardless of what was selected. During your menstrual cycle, you can wear a top and panties. The top is to be no longer than that to cover your butt cheeks. That's it. Here we go. Fellatio, intercourse, and other sex acts. Fellatio must be at least 5 minutes and may include climax. Intercourse includes anal and vaginal intercourse. Sex acts can be oral, anal, or vaginal and include, but are not limited to, stripping, hand jobs, fingering, masturbation, dildoing, vibrators, and object insertion. All application of lubes to myself, you, or any object will be done by you.
See, this is what happens in a contract. It gets mixed up in all this legal mumbo-jumbo.
All right, let me tell you how important...
You got to read the GBDs on this one.
Yeah, let me tell you how important the GVDs are as far as the sex goes. Legal mumbo jumbo.
That's why you have a lawyer. You don't know. You can't make heads or
Can't
tails
make
of
heads or
this shit.
tails. Whereas, who there to
Yeah.
dildoing and vibrators.
You know what I like
too.
here? I just noticed is the headings. I like the fancy lettering, like it's a fairy tale.
Found some
Once
fonts.
upon a time, there was a rapist.
Yeah, he's found some interesting little fonts.
Yeah.
The GBDs for the sex acts. GBD, 14 GBD points will be given for anal intercourse not expected.
I want to say that's 19.
It might be 19 in it.
It could be. It looked like a 4. Okay, 19.
Okay.
Wow,
Okay.
even
How-
more.
How do you define not expected? He takes it, or she offers it.
She offers it.
I think she gets on all fours, turns around, and goes, "Fuck me in the ass."
But it doesn't happen that way. While he's in her vag, she probably goes, "Okay, put it in my ass."
You think?
Yeah, of course.
I wouldn't give her 19 for that kind of lackluster attitude.
Oh, I would. He's so
Yeah,
gone.
you know
by
what,
this
Jim?
point.
You were phoning it in.
Yeah, phoned
You
it
lost
in.
all GBDs.
You lost all your GBDs.
Yeah, maybe she has to do a little acting. All right.
7 GBDs for anal intercourse expected. That's why I was thinking it was 14. It's double the GBDs if it's unexpected. Yeah. 3 per fellatio to ejaculation. 1 for each not expected. 3 per week for expected. I guess that's just sex.
Yeah.
It's a total of 33 points.
No, that
Wow.
that blowjob not expected. That's the Goodfellas moment in the kitchen.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
right,
before
right.
she goes shopping.
Yep.
She could really pile up the GBDs in that section right
Yeah.
there.
Absolutely.
The sex things are piling.
One bottle of Jack. She'll have a fucking month to herself. Got this nudge.
Nudge. Birthdays and anniversaries. Well, this sounds sweet.
Yeah.
On your birthday, January 4th, you will receive 1 GBD that is good only on your birthday. On or before my birthday, you will select and purchase a sex toy for yourself. This will be considered my birthday gift from you. On or before our anniversary, you will select or purchase new lingerie for yourself. Lingerie may include a cameo and panty set, nice nylons and garter set, corset, baby doll set, a costume bra and panty set, etc. Lingerie does not include nightgowns or PJs. The lingerie that you selected and purchased will be your sleepwear for that night.
Photos.
Photos.
Just about done here, kids.
You are to pose for 20 photos per quarter on demand unless your quota is filled. Outfits, toys, and poses will always be chosen by me. You must be freshly shaven on the day the photos are taken, regardless of your shaving schedule. You will also style hair, apply makeup, and nail polish as needed. All photos are done in sets no less than 5. You have a quota of 1 set per month. Oh, she's got to do a set of photos per month. Wow, there must be a lot of pictures of this broad. And more GBDs given out
Quarterly.
quarterly.
Getting wordly.
negotiation.
This is it, the last.
Quarterly negotiation.
Like when you get one of those Parker Brothers games that's like too involved, you just say the inside box.
Yeah.
You're just like, you know what? Fuck this.
I
Fuck
don't
this
know.
game.
Let's just say
Let's go play Monopoly
you
again.
get the money for free parking. Let's
go play
even though it's
Sorry.
not in the rules.
Yeah, really. Let's just.
You will not wear full back panties. You will not wear pantyhose. I will teach you.
Quarterly negotiation. By the first day of each quarter, you must choose how to keep track of your GBDs. You can either be given actual paper GBDs that you are responsible for returning to be redeemed, or you can choose to have them tracked on a computer. By the end of the first day of each quarter, you are to choose your pet name that you want me to call you by. Your choice must meet my approval, and noncompliance will be a 20 GBD loss.
Uh-oh.
20 GBD loss. Wait a minute, she's got to come up with a name.
If he doesn't like the name,
If he doesn't like the
he
name,
just gets rid of 20 GBDs.
that's how she loses all the GBDs
Oh, yeah.
she
For
makes
the
up for
anal.
ass sex. This guy's a genius.
Yeah, this
Come
is-
up with a name. Your ass sex queen. No,
Nope.
don't like it.
Minus 20.
Minus
Try
20.
again.
Try
No.
again.
Cupcake.
This is the sexual loan shark where you just once you get in with them, you're never able to pay them
This
back.
is his banking fees for the ATM.
You know-
she's trying to get the GD, and you just hit it at a strip club where it's like $10 to take out 10.
As most non-legal minds, you're all misreading this contract.
All right, Jimmy,
it's
please.
embarrassing.
Jimmy Norton Esquire, could you please?
What he says here, and your choice must meet my approval, and non-compliance will be a 20 GBD loss. He does not say for the suggestion you take the loss. He is saying for non-compliance.
But dude, there's
So
a
if you
gray
don't come up
area
with the
here.
name.
Gray area here. By the end of the first day of each quarter, you must choose your pet name that you want me to call you by. Your choice must meet my approval. And non-compliance will be 20 GBD loss.
Right.
So he can say, obviously it seems as if her not coming up with a name is non-compliance and will cost 20 GBD.
or by not changing it.
But he can turn this into, at any time of his choosing, that if he doesn't like it, it is also
It
non-compliance.
does say your choice.
It's in the same paragraph. Your choice must meet my approval.
Counselor?
Non-compliance is about not coming up with a name or not changing it. Maybe it's written in a gray area way, but it's not about coming up with a name because that's too much gray area. Nobody would sign that contract. It would be silly.
Yeah.
Well, that you know something. Let's leave that to the lawyers to argue
That's
about
right.
for years. For years.
Believe me, well, a lot of people think that Ginsburg will go one way and Thomas another, because
very
Breyer is very predictable at this
I
stuff.
remember Frey versus Frey, the vaginal or anal intercourse.
No, it's more like I remember Jefferson versus alleged slave lover.
This is not a contract. It is a description of rules for you. You can, within 2 weeks prior to the end of the quarter, request a change. If you request a change before that time, you will lose 10 GBDs. Negotiations requested in a timely manner will be done after you are in your sleepwear. All properly made requests will be considered. Changes made will be explained at the beginning of the next quarter. So she does have a chance to negotiate. That is
Wow.
brilliant. This should be posted online, to be printed out, and taken home by every gentleman.
As a great man once said, if she shaves her clit, you must acquit.
Let's go to Clown Raper. Clown Raper.
That's not his real name, Opie.
Clown rapper.
Rapper. I like Clown Raper myself, but all right. Clown Rapper, what's up?
This guy is not the genius that we think he is. There's no fatty clause. Where is the fatty clause?
Oh, a weight gain clause. God damn.
Excellent point.
Subsections. This is like the. You know what this is like, though? This is like our own
He covers it.
Constitution. This is like our
You
Constitution.
need some amendments.
You start it,
You got to start somewhere.
we the people.
Right.
But I think he covers
And then
it.
you kind of add amendments to the whole thing. A fatty amendment.
Where do you think Bill thinks it's covered? I don't know.
This is
if I
how he
agree.
covers it. For any sort of non-compliance, he takes away the GBDs. He ties her to the bed. She can't eat. So she put on, 2-3 pounds. You just leave her there for a couple of days.
Okay.
right.
So in this contract, he has ways to keep
Yeah.
her thin.
You feed her dry wheat toast for 3 days. Good point.
Let's go to
Right.
Eric
And then
in
if
Tennessee.
she continues to complain, you can bang her in the ass the rest of the week.
Eric, what's
and
up?
She can't.
Hey, boys, I'm getting married in 6 months. Can you send me a copy of that?
Yeah, where can people get a copy of this? Because everyone's asking for a copy so they can check it out on their own.
RichVoss.com. Bonnie actually made Rich sign it.